Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Chaos Terminal. My name is Michael, and today on the channel I just wanted to show you 5 vehicles that my subscribers and I made. First up, we have this little mech. This was a subscriber request, and I am still working on a tutorial for you. I know I keep putting it off. I'm holding myself to a little bit higher standard on the vehicles. This one comes really close. It has a cool harvesting feature. It has a jump. It flies, right? And then it walks decently well. Right now, the part I'm struggling with on walkers is to make the legs tall enough to go up hills. Your walker needs to be basically taller than the trees. And I'm just not ready to make a full-scale AT-AT yet. Or AT-AT, as some people say. The most important thing to keep in mind if you do want to try building a mech like this is to balance the balloons to the weight. You want to make sure it has just enough lift to stay upright, but not so much that it lifts up off the ground, then it won't be able to walk. Right now, we are over on our Creative Chaos server. This is where we make a lot of vehicle testing. You can see some different mechs. I got a shield and a gun guy going. If you want to join this server, we still have spots available, so just leave me a comment down below and I'll get you added. As for this guy, I think this is where he's gonna live. I really need to work on making them walk backwards. The next vehicle we have was made by one of my subscribers. Let's go now to my live reaction.
Whoa. You weren't kidding when you said a custom boat then. Wow, this has got to be the coolest boat we've ever had. Full crafting benches. I like the cannons too, because you've got cannons out each side.
It's great for balance too.
Beds up front, driver's seat. It's real smooth. What do you think? Should you and I make a tutorial on this guy? I bet we could. Yeah, the mast with the sail is definitely the coolest part. Okay. So that's maybe what we'll do, is when I get the live stream figured out and I get the schedule posted, we can do a live stream and build one of these. And then people can follow along.
Big thanks to Catman here at the Chaos Terminal for building that for us. Next up for you, this is actually just a prefab that I modified, but you're going to see why I kept it in this video. I was able to put a swivel plate right behind the driver's seat, as well as a manually controllable swivel plate with 2 lights on it just above, to give the illusion that maybe it's an ambulance. I think we tested this on a live stream before, but I just wanted to make sure that practically it could work for getting you this first-person experience. It kind of does. You can see I've had to edit a little bit of it out as I lost it, but I still thought it was neat. Still included it in the video for you, just for a little bit of inspiration. We don't have to count it as one of our 5 vehicles, though. We still have more to come. And then here's what it's going to look like as we glitch out of the driver's seat from a third-person view. Yay! Don't you just love the glitches in Legofortnite? Anyway, remember when I said I wasn't quite ready to build an AT-AT? Here is how I know why. This is obviously scaled down just a little bit. It was modeled after our 4-legged walker, but I wanted to make sure you could fit the driver's seat in the head this time. It works really well on a flat surface or a little bit of a downhill incline, but the second you walk into anything like a granite structure, you're just gonna trip myself. The only solution I've found is to go bigger. So I would say start in creative mode and see what you can do. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get on to one of the good ones. This is another mech that we made on our creative server. It no longer exists, but I wanted to make sure that if you did not catch our live stream, that you still got a chance to see it. It is taller than the Durburger franchise. It walks. It doesn't have arms, but it has two cannons that both fire from the driver's seat. Let's test it out. Now, our right leg is tied to channels 2 and 3, and our left leg is tied to channels 1 and 3. Meaning, in order to walk this, you're going to hit 2, and then you're going to just tap 3, and that alternates the legs. When you're ready to shoot it, you're going to hit the triangle, or 1, and that will also activate your left leg. So you'll just need to double tap it again while the cannons are recharging, and that will get you to stop moving, and you can fire again. Now, in order to fly, we're going to just activate number 4, and that's going to turn on the balloons and the thrusters. And then by rotating your body, you actually can steer in the air, or of course by just using triangle or circle to turn your thrusters on. It works pretty well. This one I might end up recreating for you guys. I might end up doing a tutorial. The only reason that I didn't get to it in time is I broke one of the legs off before I could get the build made. We might just have to recreate it. What do you think? Let me know down below if you want to see this one recreated. As always, the best part of this walker is the fact that it can travel without walking. You gotta love Legofortnite. As you can see, by just using channel 4, I'm alternating the thrusters and the balloons to give myself lift or forward thrust. And by waiting and syncing them up at the same time, I get an extra boost. This really is a pretty decent flyer. It travels in a straight line real well, and then when you need to turn, it literally is just a matter of rotating that waist. And then you, whoop, just change directions. The hardest part is relining up your feet to face forward when you're done. But landing helps with that. One thing to always keep in mind when you're making walkers too, is these really have to be thought of as single-use vehicles that you're making just to have fun, right? The vehicles already have a hard time staying alive. Even if you can keep it from breaking, you might look over and it's just despawned below the map. So if you do build one of these, plan on having some fun with it. Park it on some granite to keep it safe. Let me give you one last look at the front, just because we've gotten a pretty good look at the back so far. I'll hop out here. Whoop, we landed on its foot. And that's what it looks like from the front. It's a very simple build. You can honestly probably recreate it just looking at this and knowing what we know about how our walkers work. That one was pretty cool. But next up, our friends Tributron and Luna the Potato Pea built Oro, a personal flyer. Let's see how he does in a flyer fit for the Golden King.
The mother is a in lorem ipsum admitum venium tragula hippopotamus Republican in Daniel Radcliffe with a bucket of and a castle far away where no one can hear you. Soup with a bucket of Mickey Mouse and a stick of dynamite. Magical.
Alright, we're going to have to stop it right there. Next up, you might have seen this. Our friend Tributron Blue and White has his own YouTube channel, and he popped on our channel to make this little mechanized walker for us. We never ended up getting it fully going, but it's a really good design, and anyone maybe more mechanically sounded than me might be able to figure it out. Essentially, we have a large base platform connected to two controllable swivels. Those controllable swivels are offset to the legs using free spin and plates, And what that's going to allow is here, when he drives, the legs are going to alternate, and they move in a pattern that actually reasonably allows it to walk. Again, though, we're looking at downhill or perfectly flat surfaces. But I don't want to leave you on just that. We have one more actual subscriber build. You saw that big rocket in the background. We're still waiting to launch that. But I will show you, this is the little one. This is the model to make sure that the big one's going to work. And honestly, it's one of the easiest to recreate builds. It is just stacking some stuff on top of each other, a handful of balloons, driver's seat, and then the thrusters go on the bottom. Coolest part about it is it flies straight up, turns to fly forward, and then to land, it lands perfectly upright again. I honestly can't wait to see the large rocket. We're going to be launching it soon. Again, another huge shout out to the building community we have here at the Chaos Terminal. We just really appreciate you guys. We're so happy to have you here, and we're just keeping on building. We're still growing. We got more people joining every day. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our 5 or so random vehicle build. If you made it all the way to the end, I want to thank you so much. You guys are the reason we do this. And we are now halfway to 1,000 subscribers thanks to you. If this is your first time here at the Chaos Terminal, be sure you join that subscriber list, because not only are we doing Lego Fortnite Odysseys, we do Brick Life, Battle Royale, Marvel Rivals, we know mermaids, and we even have some lightsaber battles coming for you. So you are not going to want to miss that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.